Hello everyone, this is the Authentic Empress, and this message is regarding idolaters, idolatry, right? And understanding that this does not only refer to these deities or these gods that we are typically used to hearing about, like in the stories and stuff like that, but people in real time, whether that be celebrities or whatever. But this is something that I've noticed, divine feminines and masculines not allowing people to project psychic manipulation onto you by idolizing certain individuals in the tarot community, and not understanding that whenever there is a person, a divine person, and let's say you resonate with this individual, you resonate with the truth or whatever that they're speaking, understanding that that is a reflection, that is a divine reflection of what's within you, right? Because it's all of the Most High, it's all of that divine authentic light. So not allowing people to try to belittle your shine, or your spiritual ranking as a result of them, being addicted to that idolatry-like behavior, right? That, this is something that's repeated throughout history, and, it's also an addiction, right? It's also a spiritual addiction, psychological addiction that people are not, consciously aware of, that they are still engaging in. So, let me take the seatbelt off. The point is, people are, too many people are still stuck in that energy of looking for a God, looking for someone to make their God, opposed to them, understanding that this God, is within them, that they too can embrace this same, energy, this high vibrational energy. And, instead of recognizing that, they resort to that worship like energy, opposed to just knowing how to appreciate someone properly, right? And appreciate that reflection of authenticity or truth or justice or harmony or whatever the case may be, balance, recognizing that within all high vibrational beings, right? And not just attributing that loyalty and that honor to individuals who have, for example, high followings or things like that, right? And allowing that to diminish the meaning, and not just that, but the divinity of the nature of of this this energy, right? So be very mindful of infiltrators or people who have not developed this understanding about themselves or within themselves about this addictive type energy, this idolatry type energy. Be very mindful about those individuals purposely trying to make it seem like you are not, what you speak and the knowledge and the wisdom that you have isn't of much significance, simply because you don't have a large following, right? Or you don't have so many people liking your posts or paying you attention and stuff like that. This is something that I've been picking up on, and it never sits right with me. For there's one thing to appreciate and acknowledge someone for being righteous, but there's another thing when you go into worshiping this individual, as if this is not something you can obtain within your own spiritual self. I've been noticing this for a while now, and like I said, it doesn't sit right. It doesn't sit right with my spirit. Like, I never feel like I am. This is how I look at it. Because of how my life has led me, and I've literally been quantum leaping since a young age, like, I'm not at a level of a lot of people. You get what I'm saying? And, being at different levels spiritually and stuff like that, we have to keep in mind that sometimes when people are drawn together, you get what I'm saying, as far as like your soul family, your soul tribe and stuff like that, understanding like us, having that relatable interconnection of the energy that we bring, right? That healing energy. Not only are we going to attract, our soul tribe and our family, people who are like us, right? Who have similar like missions and purposes from the divine, but we're also going to attract people who need healing. Like, we've always attracted people who require healing. So not being confused or dismayed by those people who need healing, or those people who are in their unhealed states, right? Trying to project onto you, or trying to make it seem like you're not, you don't deserve, the equitable amount of respect, you know what I'm saying, or acknowledgement, just because you don't have, once again, that large following, these things, these programmed, things where people feel like, oh, that energy of people flocking to something just because a lot of people are going there, right? Not being caught up in that, but actually working from an authentic sense of discernment where you can recognize, who are, who's what, when it comes to their spiritual rank. So yeah, like, it's levels to this shit, and just because you break free from a certain level of idolizing certain things or whatever you was taught in these storybooks, or you've past, idolizing certain celebrities or whatever the case may be, or idolizing clothing brands, or idolizing appearances, you know what I'm saying, or what somebody looked like on the outside, because that's another thing too. Once again, there's one thing to acknowledge, you get what I'm saying, and compliment that, but there's another thing when you're overly focused on those type of external things, right? Being too focused on things that are external opposed to what's internal, right? What's spiritual as well, like people's intentions, people's wisdom, experience, knowledge, authenticity, whatever the case may be. So people trying to bring, trying to blend, that superficial like nature with the nature of authenticity, and as a result, being because not everybody are confused, right? But being in a delusional state as a result, because you reap what you sow. So if you're sowing a blend of, truth with falsehood or fallacy, of any nature, like I said, you could falsely, project things onto people, or see people, for something that they are truly not, out of, old, tired behaviors and patterns and addictions that you haven't, successfully cleared out of your energy, right? So once again, that idolatry, that, being addicted to external things and appearances, right? Oh, this person, this person has a large following. This person wears these type of clothes. This person, this and that. This person has a nice body. This person this person that, and just being overly fixated on that, but not overly fixated on the spiritual nature of things. (933) just on the timer just now. As above, so below. As above, so below. As below, so above. So being able to have, that ability to see things from, both angles, from above to below, from below to above. right? Being able to operate in that full manner of discernment. So yeah, and like I said in the last video, discernment development, or just being in your discernment at all times, at any time, any place, was definitely emphasized. So once again, I just wanted to put out this quick message regarding that. This is your girl, the Authentic Empress, and I'll see you guys on the next video.